Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn. Like and subscribe. Okay, I've played on for a few days. We're on day 8 of this cycle. We are still laying in explosives over here in this area, so we can open this up for a bit more farming. We'll need to see what we need to do about hydration, obviously. I think we're probably going to come in and put in some floodgates, at least down here. In fact... Okay, what I'm going to do here... Probably should have thought about this before I started recording, shouldn't I? I'm going to build a couple of levees out to there. And then I think we'll unlock the double floodgates. We have the science for it, so that's fine. And we can build those across there. We will need to build a way across so we can get into the middle, like so. That's fine. Okay, I could have put them up there, but I wanted that little bit of extra space there. Okay, in other news, somebody mentioned that we really don't need levees across here anymore, since we're not getting any... well, in ideal circumstances, we'll not be getting any bad water coming through here. It would save me having to run this fluid dump. So we might look at that. We might take out some of these and maybe put in dams. If the water should be deep enough to go over dams. Oh, that will just put in some floodgates at the end there. Yeah, that would save us having to run this fluid dump all the time. Okay, what else? Over here we are doing okay. We currently have 4 unemployed beavers. We're building up a stack of chassis heads and limbs again, which is good. Power-wise, we're okay. Probably don't have enough spare to run another bot assembler. Right, I'm going to turn on that, and I'm going to turn our number cruncher back on to push our science back up again. Yeah, that's what I'm doing there. And over here, I am beginning to set in the platforms for... Oops, I missed out a bit of path there. The platforms for our batteries. So I'm having to build scaffolding across because I'm putting in overhangs rather than having it all on platforms. So we're going to have, eventually when we get to the high level, we'll have an overhang that way, meeting up with an overhang that way, same there, same there. So we'll have them either side here. So we'll use... probably have to come in and put levees around this section. But then we'll use dynamite to drop all of this. We're going to be having issues coming out this way because obviously we've got the water in here and we don't want to be using dynamite. So I'll probably leave this section open. I might use dynamite to open it up so it's just a bigger lake. Don't know yet. But other than that, we're going to have batteries basically spreading, hopefully, all the way back here. Yeah. So I'm building up a staircase for basically each section, each 3-block section, so that we can get around and build everything. Each section is going to have a sprue out so they can reach these sections and lay in the additional work on here. And then eventually we'll be tall enough to start moving back this way. Yeah. And obviously these walkways will come out once the platforms are in. Because we'll need the space to have the overhang for the gravity batteries. So they'll sit like that and like that on the overhangs at the top all the way across. We're bringing the power up all the way straight up through these vertical power shafts. And somebody asked me why I put in a dog leg there. The reason was, originally I was going to have it as 2 separate battery blocks that joined up right at the top, and then I realised that was a stupid idea. But I'd already laid them in at that point. So yeah, I changed the design as I was doing it. I also put in a cross power shaft down here, so we could get the power into the upward shaft there and leave space to bring it back this way. Yeah, that's what we're doing over here. Yeah, I'll let them get on and finish the scaffolding at least. And then I'll put in the next set of steps to bring us up to the next level. And that'll allow us to build the rest of the stuff in here. I notice I'm doing this at night time, so you can't really see what I'm talking about. But trust me, I have a plan. Yeah. In terms of mushrooms, in this district over here, we have ourselves 3 mushroom farms, but they take quite a long time to produce, and this gets them fermented very, very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off for a little while. I'm going to have ourselves at least... Tell you what, let's, yeah. At least 2 storage warehouses full of mushrooms before I turn it back on. Because then we'll have plenty to work through. Where are we? Mushrooms there. Badger. Okay. I'll spin on for a couple more days, get some more of this building work done. I'll probably come back at the start of the drought, or at least at the drought or bad tide warning. Right, day 11. We haven't had the drought or bad tide warning yet, but we do have our explosives laid in up here. So let's get those... Oops. Let's get those set off, shall we? Lovely stuff. Okay, so hydration-wise, we're not actually too bad. We could certainly get away with sticking in a hydration point back here. But otherwise, we've got a fair amount of planting space there anyway. Okay, okay. We will get rid of that irrigation barrier because we don't need it. I will... Okay, I'm going to bring the path along there. We'll get rid of this lumberjack flag and this lumberjack flag because we don't need those anymore. And then we will delete that path. There we go, they can figure out there's a new one. Good, good, good. Right, now that's given us a bit more space for planting. So, let's get ourselves... Where are we? Food, that's what we want. A farmhouse. We'll stick one, I guess, right in the middle there. Okay, what are we going to plant? We don't need canola, we don't need soybeans or cassava or kohlrabi, so we're going to go for corn and eggplant. So we'll stick ourselves in some corn there. And some eggplant there. We'll leave a space there to bring a path round. Or I suppose we could just drop the path down that side, couldn't we? No, we'll leave the space there for that anyway. And we could use this space if we need it, but for the moment we'll get some more storage in because we'll want eggplants. In fact, we'll use this space for storage. So we want eggplants and we want corn just there. Eggplants and corn. Okay, and then we will need to put in a food factory, which we can do over here. We'll bring the power around this way. Yeah. Okay, that's that. Right, how are we doing for mushrooms? You're 90% grown. You still haven't been built. How are we doing down here? Okay, we've got 2 of our floodgates in and 2 of our platforms, so we're getting there. I've set this to 0 height, so it just allows flow for the moment. We'll figure that out. Yeah, if I raise that above 1, the water's going to spill out onto here, isn't it? Not that it matters, because it's only water. So it's fine. Over here, we are increasing the height. Yeah. So kind of burning through our... Let's have a look at this district. Kind of burning through our log storage a little bit. We're doing all right because we have plenty of logs to cut and plenty of lumberjacks to replace them. So it's all fine. Planks are taking a bit of a hit though. I do have... Let's have a look. Yes, I've got the lumber mill over here turned on. I've turned the lumber mill over here on. And we've got a lumber mill over here that is working as well. So we are producing a reasonable amount of planks. It's just they are being used quite quickly as well. Who's unconnected? Oh, you're unconnected. Okay, fair enough. Right, I shall spin on again. What day are we on? We're on day 11, so we'll probably get the drought warning in the next day or so. So I'll come back at the start of that. There we go. The drought has started. It's going to be 7 days. We're not going to have a problem that I wouldn't have thought. We have plenty of food, plenty of water. Yeah, it's all good. Our crops are in over here. The storage is in. Obviously, this is going to take a while to grow. What are we looking at? 5 more days for the corn. 7 more days for the eggplant. Something like that. I've closed up this floodgate. 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 Everything else is open. So all of this is basically one big lagoon. So it's all connected. So all of the pumps on this are drawing from the same water source. So we do need to keep an eye on that. But, I mean, there is plenty of water there. We should be okay for a 7-day drought. Over here, as you can see, our construction continues. It looks like we've just finished that last bit there. I did redesign the power couplings down here just because somebody mentioned it and it therefore bothered me. So I had to change it. But it's changed, so there you go. Over here, I'm putting in some levees along here so that we can actually dynamite back along this line. That was another reason for changing the design, because I was going to try and have a battery overhanging there where there was a power coupling right there. So, you know, better to get it sorted. I've put in a water pump and some water storage down here. Because a lot of the builders and haulers were getting thirsty coming all the way out here and dropping stuff off, so I've put in some water over here for them. Yeah, that's where we are. That's how it's going. Everything else seems fine. I did turn on this bot assembler for a while. Took my eye off the ball for a few minutes, and now we have 17 spare bots. Yeah. How are we doing for power on here? We have plenty. Let's pop this... oh no, that one's on. What's turned off over here? Oh, it's our wood workshop. We don't have a huge number of planks, do we? Okay, tell you what. Let's get ourselves a lumber mill up here. And we'll connect it up, and we'll set it to bot operation like so. There we go. That will use up some of our spare bots, and it will help us produce more planks in this district. Log wise, we're doing pretty well over here now. We've got 300 logs in storage, so we can afford to put that in. We are running low on grease, aren't we? Why are we running low on grease? Canola oil and extract. We have plenty of both. Okay, I will keep an eye on that. Where else do we have grease stored? Yeah, alright. We might be running low on grease. Canola seeds. How are we doing for canola seeds over here? We're not actually making canola oil over here, are we? No, we're not. Alright, how are we doing for canola seeds over here? Great. Is it worth putting an oil press over here? Maybe. It maybe is. Alright, let's put an oil press in over here, shall we? We'll stick you in there. You're making canola oils. We'll unlock you for bot operation. And we will stick in... Come on. There we go. We will stick in some additional storage for canola seeds over here. Like so. Okay, that should help. Over in this district, I can't remember if I mentioned, I put in some storage for algae rations. So we, in theory, should be able to get some algae rations supplied from over here to that district. Whether that's actually happening or not, I don't know. Let's have a look. Import forced by distribution settings. Okay, so setting that to obtain has forced them to import algae rations, has it? Excellent stuff. What about over here? Import force. We don't want import. Okay, well let's set that to 0 then. What does that then do for that? Import forced. Do not import. Okay. But you should be importing. Alright. Okay, Import always. Sure. Okay, well, alright. We'll give that a go. Okay. I will pause these two water pumps down here, because we don't want to drain this little bit here. And I'll spin on. And the drought is over. Excellent stuff. We did okay. We did take quite a lot of water out of this massive reservoir. Yeah. We didn't drain it. We didn't affect our farming or anything, I don't believe. I think we're okay for everything there. But yeah, we did take out quite a lot. I turned off a couple of the additional water pumps. About 2 days left. And we had about 2 days left of the drought. So, yeah, just to sort of try and maintain enough to keep our mango trees alive at the very least. But yeah, we did okay. Over here, our tower of power is getting on there. We're doing all right. We've cleared the height of these mountains at the back. At this point, I'm just kind of carrying on. See how far we can get. Okay, in other news, everything else is fine. We are out of grease. We are using more grease than we are producing. So I've extended our platforms here. And I am going to pop in another grease factory in there. And I will run the path around the outside like so. Doesn't leave us a lot of space anywhere, but we can always extend again. That's not a problem. I'm very cleverly building out with platforms on the same level as the ground so that we can continue building out this way as and when we need it. Because I'm very smart. Yeah. Up here, I have replaced the last 3 levees up on this section with dams. So when this fills up, this will top that up. And I have paused the fluid dump. yeah, that's where we are. That's how we're doing. Our crops are starting to come in over here. So we're harvesting eggplants and we're harvesting corn. I've put in some additional storage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Building lacks workers. Wait, what? Ah. Yeah, all right. It's fine. It's fine. I'd forgotten to turn it on to bot production. It's fine. Yeah, so I've put in some additional storage up here. How are we doing for mushrooms? All right, we've got 1.5 and... yeah, a little while to go. All right, I'll give it a little while before I put in the food factory, which is going to go over here. Although I suppose we could cycle between corn, eggplant, and... oh, no, it's the fermenter for mushrooms. I keep forgetting it's the fermenter for mushrooms. All right, let's turn the fermenter for mushrooms on. Why do I have a blind spot with that? I really don't know. Really don't know. Obviously, we're not going to get any power until the water starts flowing again, but that's fine. It'll probably take a day or two to fill up. Yeah, I'm just going to carry on building, I think. What are we short of? Oh, we're short of cassavas. That's right. And over here, I've put in a lumberjack to clear out these dead trees. And I'm going to pop some steps up onto there. And bring the path along. And then... where are we? That's what we want. I'm going to get some explosives laid in up here. Just bring this section down a bit. And then once these trees are cleared, I'll do the same up here and bring this whole section down. And then I might put in some floodgates down here. And get some water in here to help hydrate this section as well. See how far that spreads. Because I want to put some more farming in over here. So I want to clear this space out. So I could put floodgates in, or I could put in a pool arrangement. Don't know. But we'll clear this little space out. I mean... go on. There's no reason, is there? No reason not to. Just bring this whole lot down. In fact, let's get some steps up here. Bring the path across, and we'll bring... where are we? I can never find explosives. We'll bring that down as well. There we go. Right. I will wait for things to start filling up. I will set these to where they need to be. So that they're ready for when the water does return. And I think we have this one set to 0.7. That seems about right. We'll leave it there. But this one needs to go down to... oh, no, we don't want to go that far. There we go. We'll set it to 1.25. No. Alright, we'll set it for 1.65 at the moment. So... that's 0.7. We'll set this one to 1.7. Yeah. Well, we'll see. If we get any flooding, we'll know we've made a mistake. Building needs water. Which building needs water? Yes, that building needs water. That will get water sooner or later. Okay, I'll spin on a couple more days. Day 6, and we are starting to build up a bit more grease than we had before, which is a positive sign. We've still got plenty of unemployed bots, plenty of unemployed beavers. Not too many, so we might need to think about turning on at least one of these breeding pods again soon. We'll keep an eye on it. Over here, we have 15 unemployed, so we're also fine. Yeah, everything is running over here. We've got our fermenter turned on to make mushrooms. We still have 100 mushrooms in stock, and these aren't far off producing another crop, which is good. This is filled back up nicely without the use of this fluid dump, so we can delete that. Okay. That's what everything is doing at the moment. I've put in some more planting up here. I've just extended our planting in this section up to the shoreline here, basically. Over here, yep, we're continuing to climb. A little bit slowly because we took some time out to lay in some explosives. Speaking of which, we have some explosives laid in here to bring this little section down to the same height as this bit. So we can set those off. There we go. So that's the trench in which the batteries are going to drop, essentially. I don't know how much higher I'm going to go on this. They're already, you know, as you can see, getting thirsty and hungry, getting all the way up here to do this building. And it's only going to get worse as we come across here. So we're probably going to want to put in another district in this area. I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, actually we could probably use this area here for our district, couldn't we? Because it doesn't need to be big, it needs to be storage, basically. And rely on imports for everything. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Okay, well, we'll think about that. Once we've got this next layer in, which is up to there. Yeah, then we'll think about maybe setting up a district over here just to handle the building of the rest of this power network. Okay, other than that, over here, we've cleared out the trees. We've got this section set up to lay in explosives next. But we can set these off as well, so we should probably do that. There we go. Okay, well that's given us quite a lot of fertilized ground, hasn't it? That's pretty good. Okay. So yeah, once this is done, we can get a couple of farmhouses over here, maybe. Maybe some housing. Maybe some housing. Yeah, get some more cassavas coming in, because we are very low on cassavas at the moment. We're not growing them at all in this district. Is it worth putting some in? I won't bother just at the moment. We'll get this all cleared out and set up first. Okay. What are we on? Day 6. I'll spin on for another couple of days. Okay, so about halfway through day 11. No drought or bad tide warning yet, but we do have these explosives laid in. So let's get rid of those steps. And let's set these off. Okay, that's opened that up pretty well. The only bit of land that isn't hydrated is this tiny little patch there, so I don't think we'll really need to bother too much about that. Right. Let's get that path out of the way, and let's pop ourselves in a couple of farmhouses. I didn't put those in the right place. Where are we? Farmhouse, there. And then we want... I've still not put it in the right place. There we go. Like so. And then we want a couple of storage warehouses in the middle, and we'll bring the steps up like so. Okay, and then we are going to plant a bunch of cassavas. And what else might we want? To be honest, we're doing alright for most other things. We could do with some eggplants in this district and some corn, and then we could maybe put in a food factory here. But for the moment, let's just have cassavas. There we go. And you are going to store... Where are you? Cassavas. As are you. Okay, that's that sorted. Right, how's everything else going? Well, we've got 5 beavers in this district at the moment. I've turned on a couple more of these breeding pods, so we should pick up a little bit. We've got 14 spare bots. Our food factory over here is in. And, yep, I've just put in the steps to get the storage in here. And we'll stick it in this end. You can be for corn rations, and you can be for eggplant rations. There we go. And we'll start this off on... what do we have more of? Corn. There you go. You can start off on corn rations. You just need corn and logs. We have them. Not as many as we'd like, to be honest. We don't have a huge number of logs in this district at the moment, but we have some planting. It's fine. Over here, yep, we've just started on the next level. Still don't know how much further I'm going to get. I mean, I can't literally lift the camera further than this, so we've got some building space left, but it's going to get more and more difficult the further we go. Maybe one more level. The drought has hit us. Only going to be 7 days. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. We hit 28 well-being, which is nice. That'll be the additional rations that we're getting. Although we won't be getting them until the end of the drought, at least. I think I've closed everything up, so we should be okay. Our farms are in over here, so our cassava backup is starting to grow. So hopefully that will help us. I've turned off a couple of these water pumps to keep some water in this lagoon. I've put in a little bit more water storage here and there. Just so they've got a little bit extra to work on during the drought. But as I say, 7 days, we should be all right. Over here, I've decided that this is going to be our highest level. This is as far as we're going to go. So we're going to put our overhangs in here. Obviously, we're going to need to build the scaffold right the way across. Actually, no, we're not, are we? No, we're not. So if we put steps in there, I'll need one more vertical power shaft there, and then a downward power shaft there. Yes, because that will feed into our first battery, because we are going to pop in... Where are we? No, that one. Those... Oh no, we do still need to come across because we need to put these in. Alright, okay, that's fair. I forgot about that. Never mind. Let's bring that across like so. And pop in the path all the way up to there. But then we can put in the rest of these overhangs. Yeah. Alright, I will spin on through the drought then. Hopefully we'll get all this completed by then, and then we can start putting in the batteries. Obviously we need to start with one side and then from the end, one at a time, back. But that's not a problem. We can do that. Okay then. I shall play on one last time. Another cycle begins. Again, a 7-day drought isn't a problem for us. Plenty of water still in stock. Still plenty of water in this lagoon, although it has dropped significantly. But that's fine. It'll take a day or so to fill back up. That's fine. These will start producing again once the water starts flowing. Yeah. Everything's going well. over here then, we are in the process of putting in the last few overhangs, and then we can put in the batteries. So next episode we'll put in our first gravity batteries. What are they? 400 whole science. We have 14,000. We're doing fine for science. We do have a lot of bots out of power because... Oh, actually, we don't have too many at the moment. We usually have about 7 or 8 out of power because obviously they're coming all the way up here to lay in this. I did put in another horning post and staffed it with bots that I've set to automatically migrate over. So we only have 13 unemployed bots at the moment, only. I've put in some additional storage for algae rations up here. And I think I put in some more somewhere else, or did I? No, I was thinking about it, but I have not yet. How are we doing for algae rations in this district? 161 of 200. How about over here? 183 of 200. I'll tell you what. Let's put more in both districts, because we have plenty of them. And set you to obtain. Let's set you to obtain as well. And then we can pop in some more storage over here for the same. There we go. Okay, but I think we'll leave it there for this episode. We are doing very well, I think. I'm really interested to see just how much power we can store in this battery system. I've set up down here some steps to bring us down onto this level, because I think we'll be able to drop this another 3 tiles. Because I think it's about this high. The water line is about here at the moment. So we should be able to drop it 3 tiles before we hit the bottom of the map. But we'll see. So I've set that up. I can turn on our water pumps again as we end the episode. So thank you very much for watching. Please do give us any comments down below, and thank you very much for all the people who do, even if it does then bug me. And I'll have to do something about it, but it's fine. Oh, I've just noticed we are short on people again, or beavers. Let's unpause that one and that one. Let's unpause them all. Let's get another boost of beavers, shall we? Okay. But we will leave it there for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel out. Please give us any comments down below. And please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.